Fox Premier team this year and was voted the Player of the Year for the club. He was also voted the Premier Player of the Year for the Auckland competition. 2015 saw Ray debut for the Auckland Warrior Reserve Grade in the New South Wales Cup competition. He's a regular in the county's Manukau Stingrays team, which won the national premiership this year, and he was selected in the New Zealand merit side. Ray is also a finalist in the county's Manukau Sportsman of the Year for 2015. So, congratulations, Ray.
Alrighty, time for our International Rep Awards. The first is for the Junior Player of the Year. None better to present this award than the Junior Kiwis coach, Calvin Wright. Calvin.
It's obviously my pleasure to present the Junior Junior Player of the Year award. I think we all agree we have a tremendous amount of talent at this age at the moment coming through New Zealand Rugby League ranks. So, as you'll see coming up, we have some fine nominees. The criteria for this award is that they must have been eligible to play under 20s in the 2015 season. So, they would have had to play in NYC, NRL, or represented a New Zealand Rugby League side. They must have made a significant impact in their team on and off the field and have been a consistent performer. So the nominees are Nelson Asafa Solomona, Melbourne Storm, Danny Levi, Newcastle Knights, and Tui Lolohea, New Zealand Warriors. Just obviously on those nominees, they all played in NRL last season. Nelson and Danny making their debuts, and Tui obviously playing 3 games in 2014. So I think we agree it's a pretty tough decision for the judges. But the winner is Tui Lolohea. So he made his NRL debut in 2014 as a under 19-year-old. He went on in 2015 to play a further 23 NRL matches, scoring 11 tries and kicking 13 goals. He was nominated and was runner-up for Daily End Rookie of the Year in the NRL. He was then selected on the Kiwis tour at the end of the season, playing in the warm-up match against Leeds and making his Test debut against England. So I think we thoroughly deserve winning too.
I don't have much to say either. But like I said, first of all, I'd like to thank the Heavenly Father for bringing us here today. Second of all, I'd like to thank my dad, who can't be here tonight. I know he's made a lot of sacrifices in his life to raise me on his own, and I know it's not an easy job to do alone, but he made a lot of sacrifices, and I wouldn't be standing here talking today if it wasn't for him. Second of all, I'd like to thank a club that I play for, the Warriors. I think if it wasn't for them giving me the opportunity to play, I wouldn't be able to. And thirdly, I'd like to thank Mooks for giving me the opportunity to go on tour with the boys and also to make my debut. Cheers.
Our next category is Women's Player of the Year. This is always a strongly contested award. Plus, this time of the year it reminds us of the Trans-Tasman Test Series that will be played over the Down and NRL Lions weekend. And, oh, we are so thankful to this. If you remember, there is this series produces some of the fiercest rugby league, bravest tackles, meanest tackles, toughest tackles that you'll see women thrown around, and it is so much fun to watch, and the skill level is right up there, and we cannot wait for it again, ladies, so get amongst it. To present the Women's Player of the Year, the Kiwi Ferns coach, Alan Jackson.
I made some notes, I'm not like Calvin, not that good. It's my privilege to be up here to present this award. Criteria for the award is that the girls have to be playing regularly in club and NZRL football, and for the Kiwi Ferns, and all three have. They're all leaders within the group, so that's one of the criteria for this nomination. So the nominees are Serena Fisu, Counties Manukau, Teuila, Fotu-Moala, Counties Manukau, and Georgia Hale, Karana. Just a little bit about the three girls. Serena is captaining us again this year. Done a great job last year when she limped off after the last game in the nines and had a big rehab to get back on the field. She did so well. She was National Tournament Player of the Year. Teuila, we call her the silent assassin. She's such a lovely person. She's always got a lovely smile, but I wouldn't want to run into the left shoulder. Hopefully we'll see a little bit of that on Sunday. And Georgia is such a young player, a very important role in the halves with hooker. She does a great job leading the side around the park. So maybe further to do, the winner is Teuila. Just a couple of policies she played in the nines last year, and we can all remember, and a lot of my friends are coming to the nines this weekend just to watch her again, so no pressure. She was a member of the NZ Test, also plays for the Otahu Leopards, and unfortunately she played, it's got down here, for the Auckland Storm, I don't know. That's rugby union, never mind, I won't talk about that.
Yeah, I'll be quick. Just first of all glory to God for this awesome night, evening, that it gets to share the same roof as legends of the game, past and present, and in the future. Thank you NZRL and the judging panel for the selection. I'd like to acknowledge thank my family, my sister Kevin. Sorry, I'm really shy, so be with me. For the moral support throughout my footy years, and this trophy represents the coaching staff, management, and you guys' direction and hard work goes unnoticed, and not only benefits the team but myself as an individual. And also my sisters on the field, those beside me and those that have worn the jersey before me. This is because of you guys' encouragement, you guys yelling on the field, when training, when I'm like, I have no lungs left, and I just thank you for pushing me to become the player I am, and to always be better than before. Thank you.
Just two more awards to go this evening. It is our great pleasure this year to have the Rugby League Commission Chairman, John Grunt, in the house and as our guest. So, being good hosts, we've got to do a wee job. He's going to present the Kiwi Rookie of the Year. Now, remember, John, this is the Kiwi Rookie of the Year, the team that is the Four Nations and has the Anzac Test Trophy, and is the #1 team in the world. So, we'll just leave that out. Please welcome John Grunt. So, a few words about the state of the game. John Grunt.
Thanks very much. I've been to a few Kiwi functions over the years. It's always black and white. So you know where you are, there's no mistaking defence. And look, can I just acknowledge Gary Fiston, Gary, you and the board for giving me the opportunity. I think it's a really big deal. You know, even I get emotional about this, right? Because I watch the boys and the men who run around the top league, and at the end of the day, they're only there because of what grassroots really does. And we've had, those of you who follow some of the things we've announced in the last little while, we've been having long discussions with our NRL clubs, and I described at the announcement of our last broadcast deal that the NRL clubs are about the flower that results from when you water the roots. And so it is with grassroots footy. And in our new broadcast deal, we've made a very firm decision that we're going to petition off a very significant amount of money every year for the 5 years from 18 to 22 to feed grassroots footy. And we see New Zealand football as part of grassroots footy in the NRL, which is why we have such a wonderful relationship and great respect for New Zealand Rugby League and for what you guys are doing and what you've achieved. Which of course goes to the first slide, number 1 in the world. The introduction is wonderful. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. But we're coming to get you. Okay, so we've again, it's really intriguing at the moment actually, because we've got the 3 top sides in the world. Steve's done a wonderful job, Steve. Congratulations to you, the Kiwi team, and we've seen it coming for a while, really. And you know that too. You know, if I go back for the sort of 5 years I've been knocking around the game at this level, I watch the Kiwis every year reduce the gap between themselves and the Kangaroos, and of course you then went past the Kangaroos and have started to build the gap outside that. So we've decided we've got to get our act together. We've appointed probably the most successful ever state of origin coach, Melbourne, to lead the program that we're putting in place. We've got Stephen Kearney, who's coached very successfully the Kiwis, who reports to Wayne Bennett with the Broncos. We've got Mal Meninga, who's coached by Wayne Bennett when he was growing up, and we've got Wayne Bennett just going to coach him now. I think this is really intriguing. So it really bodes exceptionally well for our 4 nations at the end of the year, but we're all building to the World Cup in 2017, and the World Cup's going to be sensational. We're very, very fortunate to be in England for the 2013 World Cup, and this is going to be a magnificent event. And the build-up that we will help your team here in New Zealand and what we'll do in Australia will again put rugby league further on the map. That's where exactly it deserves to be. And I've just gone straight away from speech because all of that was really just the stuff that I thought about when I was sitting down at lunch chair. I guess the other thing I've got to acknowledge is the ferns. You know, one of the greatest things that we've been able to do in the role of the Commission is to elevate the Jillaroos and put the Jillaroos on the main stage. And of course, you guys, again with England I guess, but you guys dominate the stage for women's rugby league in the world. And we're really looking forward to the 3-test series over the Nines weekend. And we're a bit like while we still hold the World Cup, we're a bit wounded after last year's Nines, and it'll be very interesting to see how the crop goes in those 3 games. And it is absolutely true that having the Jillaroos and the Kiwi Ferns perform on the big stage last year has made the Nines a really much more attractive event for a whole bunch of people. And that's all part of the plan. So it's wonderful. It'll be a wonderful set of games, and of course, at the same time, we get to showcase 16 NRL sides, and that's a very important thing. It's a kick-off of the season. You all, if you're reading any of the media, know that we've dealt with some stuff we don't want to deal with, but that's the way that it is. So I just want to make a couple of clear points about that, I guess. We put an enormous amount of time as a commission, and the New Zealand Rugby League does, I know also, into the programs that help our young men and young women come through and be able to cope with the demands that are put on them. It is at the elite level of football today, it's a hugely microscopic environment. Our players are watched, and they are toyed with, and they are tempted everywhere they go. We put an enormous amount of time into making sure that they're in the best possible position they can to be able to cope with that. But at the end of the day, there's expectations, and when actions are taken that step outside those expectations, then the role of the administrators of the game is to meet out the consequences. And So while it's a very difficult situation, that's our role. Our role is to help, our role is to guide, our role is to put stakes in the ground, and our role is to deal out consequences when in fact those actions take people outside that frame. It's very easy because of that to sort of throw the whole game away, and we should never allow anyone to do that. And it is very interesting that when I listen to the commentary of a lot of you who've spoken today, and I must acknowledge the award winners, and I think some of the things you've said have been, again, really earthy for me. But it's very easy to have this game marginalised because the players in our game and the people in our game come from, in a lot of cases, very, very poor and difficult backgrounds. And we as a game are responsible more than any other sporting code on this earth for giving people who wouldn't have a chance otherwise the best chance that they possibly can be, and we should never lose sight of that, and we should not let people from other sporting codes or people outside the games or people who don't know sport misunderstand what rugby league does for players in our game. It's a very important thing for us all to remember. So, I had 90 seconds. I'm sorry about that. I'll take a bit more than 90 seconds. But it is my pleasure to announce the Rookie of the Year award for the New Zealand Rugby League. Now, the winners of this award read like a who's who of rugby league in this country. Ben Henry, Dean Weyer, Jason Talimalie and Sean Johnson are some of the recent recipients of the Rookie of the Year award. As we know, all of them have gone on to become star performers at either club or international level, with Sean being crowned the best player in the game in 2014 when he won the Golden Boot award. Given the strong state of rugby league in New Zealand, I have no doubt that tonight's winner will go on to become a big name in the game also. To be eligible for the award, player must have made the debut in the NZRL Super League or for the Kiwis in 2015, shown commitment to the Kiwis and New Zealand Rugby League and be involved in community work, have had a significant impact on the team on and off the field. With no further ado, I'm pleased to announce that the nominees for the Rookie of the Year award are Jordan Kahu, Brisbane Broncos, Cody Nikarima, the Brisbane Broncos, and Siasua Takahua, Sydney Roosters. And the winner is Jordan Kahu from the Brisbane Broncos. Unfortunately, Jordan can't be here to accept the award as he's preparing for the World Cup Challenge in the UK, but the Broncos assistant coach, Kiwis coach, Stephen Kearney, is going to accept this on his behalf. Stephen comes up, let me tell you a few words about Jordan. He secured the award against the odds after suffering a series of injuries which would have forced less determined players out of the game. Jordan has come through our pathways, playing 2 seasons in the Holden Cup in 2010 and 2011. He missed most of 2011 and 2012 due to major injuries before making his first grade debut in 2013. But he was sadly injured again in 2014 before fighting his way back to fitness and playing 22 first grade matches for the Broncos last year, including the grand final. Jordan was selected for the Kiwis in their end of season tour and played all 3 tests against England. He is a talented and I understand very humble athlete who also does so much of the good work that most of our players do off the field, and is a worthy recipient of Jordan Kahu.
Thank you, John. I'll say a few words on behalf of JK. He's actually heading up to Bundaberg tomorrow to play in the trial on Saturday, and I know for his words, he'd be very, very humbled and very, very honoured to receive this award. As John has touched on, I arrived at the club in 2013, and he just recovered from his second knee reconstruction, and then had another really bad knee injury. So I guess it's a real testament to his perseverance, his real effort to want to make it to the top. And the one thing that really stands out for me with JK is that I know when he first moved to Australia, even across there as a young 16, 17-year-old, he was living down on the Gold Coast, at times living out of his car with his brother. So it's a real honour to see him get to the position that he is. He's very proud Wellingtonian and very proud Kiwi. I know it meant a great deal to him to represent the team last year, and I know he's got a wonderful future. I've got my fingers crossed for him. And, I'm pretty sure that all these injuries are behind him now. So obviously I'm really pleased for him. I know he'll be very humble to receive it. So thanks very much. I've got to start here for the big balls award. So, but before I start, I just want to acknowledge, JK's story is a wonderful story, and listening to all the recipients, talk about their journeys. It's a great reminder for us all. I'm presenting this award, also the New Zealand Kiwi Player of the Year award, and that's the tip of the iceberg. All the awards that have been the recipients of awards, a big part of the iceberg underneath that. And I think everyone in the room have all been very humbled by the stories and the journeys that we've had today. Selwyn, his acknowledgement, Corey, who I've known for a long time, but I just think the stories are beautiful, and it's that's the fabric of our game. And we only get to see the cream at the top. I know the boys here, Jesse and Roger. We lose touch of the big part underneath. So it's really important for us to acknowledge that, to recognise that, and it's a very important part of, like I said, the fabric of our game. And so to all the recipients tonight, all the nominees, congratulations. It's been a wonderful night. And just before I move on to the Big Fellas Award, I just wanted to thank the New Zealand Board, Gary, and the directors, for their support, myself and the team. We started on a journey a couple of years ago where we wanted to take ourselves to where we are now. We understand John and his words tonight that we've put a gap between ourselves and the Kangaroos. It's not true. We've signed Melbourne English, so we've come back behind Australia now. That's what I keep telling the lads anyway. But the challenge for us moving forward is to always look to improve. We always want to be better, and I think with Mel and the success that he's had, with Wayne now working with the English team, it only heightens what we've got to take ourselves. So I know myself, I look forward to the challenge, what we have ahead of us, and I'm sure that's going to be a good journey over the next couple of years. The major award, the Kiwis Player of the Year for 2015. When we sit down and we look through the criteria, the player has to display leadership potential, as a quality, and they need to be doing that at club level, and also within the group. That's really important. Also, they have to display through performance that they're contributing to their team every week on a consistent basis. For me, the most important quality that we look for is that the player displays the values and the culture that we hold very dear to the Kiwi team. And the nominees that you'll see tonight are all have those qualities. They all had wonderful years, and I'm sure once we go through them, you'll see, and it'll be a very worthy recipient of the award. So, the first nominee is Jesse Bromwich, Melbourne Storm, Tulu Harris, Melbourne Storm, Roger Tuimoala. He's now with the Warriors, but he was at the Brisbane. So well done, guys. And the winner of the award is Jesse Bromwich. a few words on the big fella. Again, for me, Jesse's had a wonderful last probably couple of years, and you know, his contribution both at club level and international level has been outstanding. The awards that he's received over the last couple of years, he received Melbourne Storm's Player of the Year in 2014 and 2015. Was Talimalie Prop of the Year in 2014. Was nominated Rugby League World #1 Prop 2015. And his contribution certainly to the Kiwi team over the last 2 years has been an integral part of the team's success. I've got no doubt moving forward will be just as important in terms of their improvement and development in the future. So, Jesse, well done, Jerry.
Thanks for the kind words. Firstly, thank you to the New Zealand Rugby League Board for voting me in there. In respect to the players that were nominated there, Roger's had a massive year for the Roosters, and my teammate Tohu, who's been a groupie for the last few years. So, respect to the boys and to the coaching staff. I guess thank you guys. Thank you for picking me in the team, and I think led by Raymond, it's a great staff. You know, heading in the right direction, and you know, it's a great group to be a part of. And it's up to you guys to maintain that. And so thank yous and players. The boys make it easy for me to. I look forward to the week every time I'm coming that close to the rep games, and the players make it a hell of a week, and it's something I really look forward to. Thank you to my club, Melbourne Storm. Without them I wouldn't be here right now. And, being a kid from Rewa, yes, didn't ever think I'd be standing up there, so it's unreal. It's an honour for me and my family, and hopefully keep doing it for the next few years. And congratulations to everyone, all the nominees and winners. Good luck for 2016, and all the best. Thank you.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, completes our awards for the 2015 season. Congratulations to all the nominees and, of course, the winners. Now, as we head to 2016, with the Dana NRL 9s this weekend, the All-Stars game, the NRL season, and, of course, the international windows, there is one thing that always rings true. No matter what is thrown at the game from inside or out, the game itself on the field continues to entertain, inspire, and evoke emotions for all the right reasons. That is why it is the greatest game of all. Be safe. We'll see you with the Knights.